Hi, and welcome to another presentation from Your Business Tutor. Learning your way, anytime, anywhere. Decision making is at the heart of every organisation. It is the action that drives every business forward. However, as we will find out, making decisions is in itself not the key to success. Anybody can make a decision. The challenge is making the right decision, or at the very least, avoiding the bad decisions. This is why getting the right people in the right positions with the right information is so vital to business success. So with that in mind, let's move on to our first topic in this series on decision making and explore what types of decisions do organisations make. So what are we going to learn in today's presentation? Well, we're going to find out about the different types of decisions that organisations make. Before turning to our first question, it is really important that we make a connection to a topic that we have discussed previously, and that is objectives. In so much that it is the achieving of organisational objectives that should drive decision making. Objectives are the one thing above everything else that a business wants to achieve, and therefore all decision making should be directed to meeting them. So with that point made, let's ask, what types of decisions do organisations make? There are three main types of decision that an organisation can make: strategic, tactical, and operational. So let's start by looking at strategic. A strategic decision is a major decision made by senior managers at board level, which affects the overall direction of the business over the next 2 to 5 years. For example, if a business had an objective of business growth, strategic decisions it may make include setting up an e-commerce site, opening shops abroad, or purchasing a competitor. Obviously, such decisions, given their cost and the massive long-term effects they have on a business, would be classified as high tariff. This is because if the strategic decision made turns out to be wrong, or is implemented ineffectively, then the negative consequences for the organisation will be huge. On the other hand, tactical decisions are decisions made by middle-level managers that influence a business over the next 6 to 18 months. And such decisions determine what resources and how those resources will be used in a business. Such decisions are important for two reasons. First, as before, given tactical decisions may involve purchasing new equipment or employing more staff, significant costs can be incurred when they are made. But more than that, tactical decisions are important because they contribute to the effective implementation of strategic decisions. For example, if a business decides to grow in size by opening shops abroad, then tactical decisions that contribute to this may include selecting store locations, designing shop layouts, and recruiting staff. Hopefully, what can be seen is how all decisions support the achievement of organisational objectives, and how lower level decisions support the implementation of higher level decisions. So with that in mind, let's turn to look at our final type of decision, which are referred to as operational. Operational decisions are routine, basic decisions made by junior managers or supervisors, which ensure an organisation runs smoothly on a day-to-day basis. As before, operational decisions are made with the aim of ensuring the effective implementation of tactical decisions. For example, to support the tactical decision to recruit more staff, operational decisions such as deciding where to advertise the jobs, and where and when to interview candidates would have to be made. What this demonstrates, and as the diagram shows, is that decisions made in an organisation do not happen in isolation. Instead, decision making across an organisation must be connected if objectives are to be achieved. However, before moving on, it is probably useful to consider how easy it is to connect decision making across an organisation. Insomuch that, as we identified earlier in our course, decision making can be centralised or decentralised in nature. This is an important point, because the more centralised decision making is, the easier it should be to connect and link decisions throughout an organisation. This is because, as all decision makers in the organisation are located at headquarters, and all decisions have to be approved by senior managers, it will be fairly straightforward to coordinate decision making. On the other hand, decentralised decision making, especially if used in a large organisation, can be very difficult to coordinate when decisions are made throughout the organisation by different people. Of course, if an organisation has a well understood strategy, clear objectives and good communication between staff, then issues around the coordination of decision making when decentralised decision making is used will be significantly reduced. So what did we learn in this presentation? Well, we found out about the different types of decisions made by organisations. There is no doubt that effective and coordinated decision making is at the heart of every successful organisation. Nevertheless, even the most successful organisations sometimes make poor decisions. For example, a number of leading vacuum cleaning companies turned down Sir James Dyson. What this shows is that decision making is not an exact science, where following a set of rules will lead to the correct decision. Neither, however, is it a game of chance. This is why in the second part of this presentation on decision making, we will look at factors which can support the likelihood of good decisions being made.